I knew I wanted. Hope that would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready, set.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Reload, reload. Ready.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
19 right. Steady.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Cut 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Here is third and quite a ways. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Deep to return is Kavontae Turpin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's Pollard again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They run the option on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
He's going to keep this again. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So defensively, they let the play stand. They'd rather have the down as it'll bring up 4th. Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And take it right at the 35. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, it's Pollard. Good footwork at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it, and a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Another run now for Nwangu, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry! Let's go!
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go right back to the Wagyu. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Thielen going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Looking to throw. He'll get this to the Wangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
We're seeing these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Adam Thielen, 40 yards. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he will be taken down. But a good pick up there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 7.
70, Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the jump.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Handoff right side to Wangu.
Whoa! It still won't go down.
Now look out. He's to the 20.
Touchdown, LA!
His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. 142 yards rushing for him now to this point. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Cowboy 80.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4. Here's the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. On the give is Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and a little bit of a surprise. They lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all